Do I hate the rich? That's a very good question. A lot of you think that probably I do hate the rich, and that is not true. I do not hate anyone. Now, this is how I see it. In our modern society, the rich have been able to find loopholes in the law, and sometimes they have been able to fund some politicians to create these loopholes in the law so that they wouldn't pay their taxes. Now, we all live in this society, and we are all responsible for maintaining the social order. We're all responsible for the weakest members in our society. So imagine this. This society allows certain people who have maybe luck, or maybe were born with riches, or maybe they have some entrepreneurial, you know what I mean, ideas. They have good business sense to flourish and to create, wealth for themselves. But the same society that has given the opportunity for those people to become rich is also the same society that needs the support of those rich people. And it's not the support of just rich people, it's about everyone is chipping in the support. I pay taxes. As a teacher, I have no choice but to pay taxes. It's taken from my salary before it even reaches my bank account. And like most people, it's the same thing. We don't have a choice but to pay our taxes. Rich people do not pay their taxes, and that's unfair. And then when you have unfairness in society, then you have extreme ideologies. I mean, most of the people now who would consider themselves, they would want to support communism, they have no idea what life was like under the communist idea, the communist countries. But the fact that they have no idea how communism was, but they also see capitalism failing them, because what they see is that someone like Jeff Bezos becomes incredible, he's richer than half the countries on the planet. One person has immense wealth that is more than half the countries on this planet. They're obviously going to think there's something wrong in society, and they become angry, and angry people will become extreme. Now, if the rich have been paying their taxes properly, then the whole society would benefit. Those taxes are used to maintain roads, are used to help, public schools, are used for social care, are used for public health, are used for the police, education, universities, research. All our taxes are used for those things, and we all use those services. Now, I know that there's some kind of idea that the rich say, well, we don't use all the services. Well, technically, yes, they might not go to the public hospital because they have private insurance, so they go to this kind of private hospitals. But the fact that they live in this kind of safe society, this is being paid for by the people. And when the rich do not contribute, everyone like me will say, well, why should I be the one paying when they don't pay? And I become angry. And when you find angry people, it's going to be very easy to manipulate them. And you can tell them about anything. And this is how they become extreme. So when the rich people don't pay, the society starts to crumble. And that's why I don't hate the rich. I hate the fact that they have found loopholes not to contribute to the society. Now, I'm totally against them being philanthropists. Let them, donate money. No need for donation. Let them pay their fair share of taxes. What should they pay in the first place? And then we wouldn't need for them to donate any money for the poor. Because when they pay their fair share of taxes, we can use those funds to do everything that their philanthropy does in any way. So here what it is. I am not a communist. But if this thing is going to continue like this, and then the rich will going to continue to amass wealth and wealth and wealth, while the rest of us will become poorer and poorer, then I'm going at some point going to think, you know what? If society is going to crumble, let it crumble on me and them at the same time. And this is the normal reaction of people. It's very rare to find a society that hasn't crumbled, that didn't start with the upper classes. The Roman Empire crumbling started with the upper classes. The French Revolution came because of the upper classes. The Russian Revolution, the Communist Revolution, every revolution came because the upper classes started to dominate the lower classes, and they couldn't admit that they have to pay their fair share in maintaining the society. Any society cannot just survive on the taxes paid by the middle and the lower classes. The rich must pay their fair share. So I am not against the rich. I don't hate the rich. Actually, being rich is normal in any society, and it's fine with being rich. The problem is being incredibly super rich and not paying any of those taxes. So this is where my problem is. If you think that I hate the rich because I am jealous of them, well, how about this? Let them pay their taxes and then ask me the same question again.